podcast. There you go. Para lang po later on, besides sa Facebook, we can also access via our YouTube channel sa Upla. Okay? So anyway, tuloy natin ang kwento ni Sir Joey. No? So again, for those of you who just came in, our special guest this morning is Mr. Joey Ermita from ELS Philippines. Distributors po sila ng Electrolux and LG. Almost 40 years na. No? To be exact, 39 years this year. Next year, a milestone celebration po sila sa kanilang distribution business, right? So, tuloy natin, Sir Joey, yung kwento mo. So, now, nasa past laundry service ba? Kasi hindi na pinipick up deliver, hindi na dinadala sa mga laundry. Ang tawag doon, sir, laundry, pinaka-commissary nila sa pagkain. Laundry para plant, laundry plant.
Plant.
So hindi na po dinadala sa laundry plant, doon na mismo sa site pinoprocess, no? And from there, sir, ano pa ang naging bagong evolution afterwards?
Yeah, so circa circa late 80s yun yung nag-start to push in yung mga laundry equipment on site, no? So full service. Then it was not easy during the time to introduce this concept. Kasi naman, para bang, may equipment, mahal yan. Mga ganun bang usapin during the time. So investment intensive ang pagsiset up. Kasi kung drop-off pick-up station ka lang, so kukuha ka lang ng franchise dun sa mga main plant, kailangan mo lang nung isang shop na maliit lang, may kayang counter and kaya magsabit ng damit. Now, kailangan mo nang mag-invest on equipment. So there's a lot of discussion there. But the good part is every time you put investment on the technology, you have to present what are the benefits and the advantages of having to gain dito sa may mga technology na, no? So main discussion during the time is the speed ng processing, the quality, of course, that now you know how it is being processed, the assurance that your items is being taken care properly with the use of this technology, no? Para yung McDonald's, kitang-kita mo kung paano na niluluto yung burger. So yung mga tao sa mga fast food chain, they have to maintain the quality of the processing because people now, consumers and patrons, sees how the items are being done. Prepared. So being prepared, being processed. So same thing with during the time. These are all discussions. And ang nagkagandahan lang, sumasabay kami dun sa discussion ng fast food to a fast laundry service, no? So madaling i-introduce because that was during the time na everybody was talking about a franchise ng fast food chain. So in-integrate lang on a different segment from food to laundry. And it became a good discussion because when you have people who are on the fast pace na ayaw na ang discussion kasi during the time, sa umaga, ibigay mo lang yung damit mo going to your work, no? Pagbalik mo sa hapon, naka-plastic at naka-fold na, naka-ready na. So pag uwi mo, practically, ilalagay mo na lang sa cabinet yung mga items mo. So it's a lot of those mga benefits that you have to express and na pick up ng mga tao. It's not as easy, but during basta alam mo naman ang intentions mo, basta you stick with the goals and the ideas, that will really benefit the consumer to of course why business is good with such a facility, you know. And if you are consistent in presenting these ideas, then a lot of from the investor side and to, of course, the market base sees really the need to have such kind of laundry facility. So then it took us about tumagal na tumagal, because during the time I was with Electrolux. So which means setting up a laundry and Electrolux pa ang nakalagay na these are not household machines, no?
Yes.
Electrolux na industrial equipment.
Right.
So we started the first shop namin was in Katipunan, malapit sa Ateneo, and it's a very good area kasi it's a residential area, may school, so yung maraming mga dumadaan araw-araw doon. So then we do a lot of business seminars kung paano yung konsepto na yun, paano ba ang return ng investment, paano ba yung processing, paano ba yung training, paano ba yung how to set up, what is the design, what are the ways to make sure that the efficiency in the machine are properly done with the right installation. So lahat yun, we were introducing it well into the market, and we grew a lot to the strength of about I would say in the whole of the Philippines, we were able to establish about mga 500 shops, no? All Electrolux. But it took us a lot of time. But the evolution is that, of course, yung mga patrons or the customers who goes into the shop and experience the service, nakikita nila, uy, may makina, washing machine. Ganun pa lang washing machine ng industrial. Teka muna, may mga washing machine kami sa bahay na nakakalaba rin.
Baka pwede.
pwede.
So, ang dynamics na nangyari is that yung mga nagpapalaba doon sa mga shops na sinet up namin, we have a lot of Filipinos who are very entrepreneurial, no? So nakikita lang, kung ganyan lang nilalaban, naglalaba rin ako ng sarili ko, gamit ko yung pambahay ko na washing machine, tsaka dryer. Kung wala akong dryer, pag pumunta ka sa appliance store, meron din dryer dun. So ang nangyayari, if you are a customer of the shop, no, and you have that spirit to feel that this service is, kung ako nagpapa-service dito at marami, pag pumapasok ako sa shop, ang dami sumasabay sa akin. So ang nangyayari, yung mga may business sense, pinipick up nila yung sumisilip kung paano pag-receive, paano pinaprocess, uma-attend sa seminar namin. So napipick up yung mga kung paano ang pagtayo ng negosyo, until such time na itong mga customers ng shops na to, they just go to an appliance store, buy whatever the cheapest machine there, probably at top load, no, most of the time. Bibili ng 2 o 3 at plus the dryer na 3 rin. And naka-seminar naman ako kung paano i-install, paano ang mga services, paano ang pricing, paano yung design, layout, etc., etc. Then it went through that process of evolution that it was picked up by so many. Then it became now dumadagdag sa mga na dumadami ang shops during that time. So which is a good indicator. Because
Sir, that was also the time, sorry sir, I think that was also the time na parang nagkaroon na rin ng parang backyard laundry industry, no? Yung parang sa likod sa bahay lang, mga ganyan, no? Kasi I remember growing up na marami ako nakikita mga bahay na may mga paskil na we accept laundry, ganyan.
Laundry, sa mga garahe, ginagawa
wash yung garahe nila, nakikita mo yung mga processes nilang ganyan, no?
Nag-evolve into so many things. Meron dyan nagko-combine ng top load. Ayaw ko naman makita yung top load ko. Pero sa bahay nila, meron silang receiving parang drop-off pickup counter lang na setup. Pero kasi alam na ng mga tao na sasabihin mo lang, may makina ako doon sa likod, hindi mo naman kailangan
Aha.
pakita. Okay na rin kasi it's still a laundry service. So,
Which is a good indicator na ang laundry talaga, sir, magandang negosyo.
yes.
Kasi maliit malaki ginagawa eh.
At saka you mentioned, Sir Joey, about yung parang yung mga tao kasi parang nagbabago siguro yung lifestyle o yung because I think there was a point na hindi ba sir parang mahirap din pag laundryhin sa labas sa mga tao. I don't if you can confirm that, no? Parang there was a point na hindi sanay. You mentioned a while ago
Yeah.
parang hindi sanay or something
Yeah.
like that. How
Well,
did you address that?
you have to have a call, no? Or a theme. Excuse me. Ang theme namin during the time is you have to break the home wash habit.
Break
Okay,
the
home wash habit.
Break the home wash habit. So which means ang kalaban mo kasi during the time marami pa si mga manang natin na kasambahay.
Yung tigpa 500, sir, bawat isang araw.
Ang dami niyan.
Yeah.
So we have to excuse me. You have to understand kung ano ginagawa ni Manang. So there should be a discussion there. Now, what is a process of hand washing it as against using a technology in a washing machine? So there was a discussion. There was a presentation during that time. Ano ba yung laban ng kamay? Ano ba yung laban ng makina? Ano ba yung laban ng with the chemical na hindi pambahay? Kasi during the time, mas mapula, mas maganda. Kasi nga, kung hand wash ka, yung chemicals na ginagamit mo is something na dapat maayos sa kamay. So, but again, ginawa nila yung detergent para sa kamay na hindi nakakasira. Pero sa damit, hindi ganun ka, of course, na mas
hindi ganun ang
hindi
ganda.
ganun ka, a little bit of may, kasi yung sabon may technology para mas effective. So, then you have to talk about these things para at least you can break that first hand wash habit. So, ano yung consistency ng paglalaba if you're using a washing machine? Kasi nga, nakaprogram yan kung ano sinalang mo dyan o paano ang washing process niyan hanggang sa rinsing, hanggang sa extraction. So, maganda. Then, extraction, pag-uusapan natin. Ano ba yung piniga mo sa washing machine at nilagay mo sa hanging o maghahang ka man, kano kabilis yan? And ano ba yung pag nilalagay mo naman sa dryer? Ano ba difference ng kung nagsampay ka at kung anong gamit ng dryer? There's a difference. Kasi the items will come out process in the drying, especially mga cotton, mas malambot siya. Hindi siya yung naninigas. And if it's not properly rinsed, pagtapos hihinang mo, minsan may kulog na amoy or hindi maganda ang matigas ang item mo sa paghahang dry. No? So, first, break the hand wash habit. Now, marami rin, of course, na may washing machine sa bahay. Ba't ako pupunta sa laundry shop? Marami na may washing machine naman ako. So, you have also to talk about to break that home wash habit. Now, kung sinabi mo kasi kung may sarili kang washing machine, ikaw pa rin ang maglo-load, ikaw pa rin ang bibili ng detergent, ikaw pa rin ang magbabayad ng kuryente. Kung wala kang dryer, ikaw pa rin ang magsasampay, ikaw pa rin ang babalik later on na babantayan mo yung damit mo at pag natuyo, ikaw pa yung kukuha ng damit mo. So, time naman ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. So, kano katagal ng oras, kung nawalan ka ng detergent, lalabas ka pa, bibili ka pa ng detergent, bayad ka sa kuryente, ikaw pa rin nag-load. So, you now create all these comparative ideas. Ano ba difference nung ibibigay mo lang sa umaga, pagdating mo sa hapon, makukuha mo kagad. So, those things, the dynamics of the difference, pinag-uusapan during that time para to break that home wash habit. Now, then there's a lot of talk about convenience, speed, comfortable ka. You don't need to think about buying or paying kuryente or si Manang pinadali mo pa trabaho, you pay 500 pesos as what Ma'am Jane said, no? Bayad ka 500 pero ayaw nang maglaba kasi kailangan naghahampa ng washing machine. Mga ganun ba? Nagrereklamo na, sumasakit ang kamay. So, mga ganun. So, ang
May
dami
pa-lunch
mga
pa yan, sir.
pa-lunch pa. So, at the end of the day, parang ganun pa rin ang gastos mo. So,
Babantayin mo din,
and,
babantayan mo rin siya di ba? Babantayan mo rin naglalaba. No?
so all of this discussion, nakakatuwa because this created an industry.
Yeah.
This created a lot of changes sa industriya.
Right.
And that actually started the big part of the evolution ng Philippine laundry industry. To as much as I would say, umabot yan ng mga 20,000 pa nationwide.
No?
Magugulat ka. Bilang na bilang mo yung kung kami, we do a lot of seminars, no? Once a week, nagse-seminar kami continuously. We did seminars also sa TLRC during the time. It's under TESDA kasi nga there's also a segment there about laundry business, no? And makikita mo while we had started it, maraming nagpipick up ng, of course, there are people who started thinking about the laundry industry. They started picking up, of course, the skill set on how to present the business aspect. Naging operators sila. So, nagse-seminar na rin sila. So, it becomes these are things now on the starting point of talking about the laundry business. Dumadami na rin ang mga individuals or companies na does a lot of presentations just to push the laundry business in the industry. So maganda. Then that's the way we call it ito yung naging second stage boost ng industriya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In fact, parang sir lumalabas na no, na yung change in the lifestyle of the consumer, no? Like for example, yung sinasabi nga natin na it takes too much time and suddenly wala nang time ang mga tao.
Convenience na ang hinihingi ng tao ngayon.
Convenience na hinahanap, speed ang hinahanap, or kaya yung parang no worries na ang hinahanap ng mga tao. So, if I am going to set up a laundry business nowadays, at titignan ko yun, lalo na siguro ngayon, sir, no? Na talagang ang lifestyle ng tao ngayon, ang two-income household na tayo ngayon, both the parents and both parents, mother and father will have to work because of the increasing cost of living, mga ganyan ba? So those are considerations ba, are you saying, in terms of setting up a laundry?
Okay. You must. It's worth to understand. Now, it wasn't that particular time in the laundry industry. It's not the same as what is it right now. No?
Yes.
But the best to understand, to know, ano ba nangyari when all of a sudden may development curve palagi in any industry. Biglang nag-pick up. So too high, marami nang sumasali, marami na nga dyan pumupunta sa nakatry lang ng isang laundry service. The next day, pumupunta na sa appliance store. Pili ka agad ng washing machine. The next day, nagsiset up na ng laundry business. Ganun kabilis during that time. But those are good, but those are also indicators that, there is a peak in the laundry industry na ang daming sumasali, but that peak, there would come a time, biglang the number of shops, biglang magsuslow down at pababa yan. Because of what had happened, and we had experienced that, na yung full service business na yan, naging sa sobrang daming sumasali, na some, hindi na nga nagsaseminar eh. They don't understand what the proper receiving is all about. What is the right processing sa paglalaba. Marami dyan. In one washing machine, basta intindi ko dyan, 10 kilograms yan. Basta, alam ko kung gaano kabigat ang isang isang damit ko, yung isang nagpasok sa akin, 5 kilos lang, 10 kilograms to. Kumuha na naman ng isang 5 kilograms to, pinagsama-sama na yun sa isang load, sa isang washing machine. At dito ngayon, nagkaroon ng time na yung industriya, there are competition, yung iba nagdidikit-dikit na yung halos dikit-dikit na rin ng mga full service shops during the time.
Yeah.
Ganun rin, makikita mo, magbato ko lang ng konting, wag bato, tansan. Malapit lang takbo. Pero naman isang laundry shop doon.
Isang
At
kembot lang, sir,
nagkalabanan
sabi
ka.
niya.
Isang kembot lang.
Isang kembot lang.
Presyo dito, binabagsak nila.
Yeah.
So, hindi naman nila naintindihan na nagbabayad ka ng tubig, ng kuryente, ng sabon, pero binabagsak ang presyo. Kasi nga, yung competition at saka yung understanding, wala. So, sa akin, akala nila, pag binagsak mo yung presyo, maganda, madami ako nakukuha. But there are a lot of services na yung quality, bumagsak.
Bumagsak. Totoo yan, sir. Bumagsak ang
Ang daming nagre-reklamo. Teka muna, hindi ko pantalon to. Hindi, ba't datagdag to? Yung iba naman nagre-reklamo, kulang yung medyas ko. Kulang yung, mawala, nagbigay ako sa inyo ng panyo, nawala yung panyo ko, ano, etc. So, ang daming problema during the time. So, next stage ng industriya happened actually, what I would say, almost 15 years ago. Doon naman nag-change. Kasi nga, when we were looking at all of these issues evolving in the industry na full service, ito ngayon ang nangyari. Tingnan mo na, kung ganyan ang usapin, ang dami ng problema, nasisira na rin ang industriya, marami na rin nagsasara, baguhin nga natin. Paano mo ba baguhin? Di mag-usap nga tayo, maglagay nga tayo ng full service shops. Maglagay tayo ng self-service shop as against full service shop. Now, anong usapin naman sa self-service shop? Wag ko kayo magreklamo, mawawalan kayo ng damit. Kasi nga, ikaw maglo-load dyan,
kayo nag-load.
Ikaw na magda-dryer, ikaw na mag-fold, kung ano man ang nailasa na isalang mo dyan, sa'yo yan. Walang haluan ng damit because ikaw mismo naglo-load. So, yung problema na nawawalan o natatagdagan o sinasama-sama yung damit, hindi ko naman kilala yung pamilya na yan, sinama yung damit dito sa paglo-load. So, ang usapin ng self-service become very big as against dun sa predominantly full service problems na na-encounter. And there was a discussion on the technology. Kasi nga, it would be nice to talk about bumibili ka ng washing machine, the hot upload, bili ka ng limang dryer, lagay mo sa shop, meron ka ngayon laundry shop, pinapakita mo doon na meron kang makina, nagkaroon ng talk about stackable washer and dryer. So, ibig sabihin, yung washer at saka dryer magkapatong, ibig sabihin, you are saving a lot of space.
Yeah.
And when you are saving a lot of space, then you save a lot on rental cost. So, teka mo, may patipid pala ito sa rental cost. Pinag-uusapan rin, what is the difference between a front load and a top load? So, ano ba yung water level ng top load as against front load? Ano ba yung detergent consumption na mataas ang water level sa top load as dun sa front level, sa front load na mababa ng water level, detergent cost mo bumababa. Ano ba yung front load na mechanical action tinatawag? So, as against yung nakababad yung damit mo dun sa loob ng top load, may quality issues ng discussion. Ano ba yung mga differences? There's a lot of differences there. No? So, you create all these discussions and now becomes a comparative idea on what is a top load machine, a full service shop as technology, and what is a front load stackable machine, and what is the technology and then the concept on self-service. That actually again changed the dynamics ng industriya. Nawala not totally, but I would say very close to 100% nag-change from full service to self-service.
Mhm.
So which is also good because if you have a front load machines at saka the top load, there's a difference. In some aspect, a top load would be good, but I would say close to a high percentage, very very high percentage of how laundry is, mas merong quality ng paglalaba using a front load machine. Plus the utility cost and the cost to install, to pay rent. Ang laking ng diskusyon na may bibigay ang front load as against top load. So and it became a big industry. Kaya kung mapapansin mo, halos lahat ngayon na nasa stackable. Andiyan yung sinasabi natin technology. Too many suppliers now are providing stackable washers and dryers, no?
Pero sir,
Which is
yes. Ang question sir, I'm sorry to cut you. Question kasi 'di ba sir, before sabi natin yung mga OG laundry owners maliliit lang yung maliliit lang mga puhunan yan. Kasi nga ginagamit nila mga household equipments. Ito ngayon sinasabi nyo ngayon sir, since nag-evolve na ang pinag-uusapan na natin dito, parang ito medyo mas higher na yung yung quality, yung mismo the item itself. So mas mahal na siya. Kung ikaw magsa-startup ng business, so mas mahal. So it would entail na mas malaki naman din po yung magiging puhunan para sa mga gustong magnegosyo. Pero sir, 'di ba napansin niyo kahit malaki yung cost nung ating sin-startup na negosyo, marami pa din ang nagninegosyo ngayon.
Actually, same
Ngayon,
question. Yeah, I have the same question
oo.
while listening to Sir Joey.
marami pa.
Na
Marami pa.
tipong suddenly, di ba, from sabi nyo nga, Sir Joey, around 15 years ago, so that's about mga 2010, about 2010, 2011, 2012, somewhere there, no? Parang nag-shift nga sa self-service coming from full service shops, no?
Yes.
Pero ito rin yung period na nagkaroon ng parang mabilis na pag-open ng maraming mga self-service shops, no?
Yes. Oo.
Tama si Ma'am Jane na tipong
There is a
dati
reason.
yung service mura lang, tapos suddenly itong self-service na mas mahal, mas marami pa nagka-interest. What do you see happen then?
There's a reason. There's a reason, no? When it became a self-service industry, nagkaroon ng control ng cost ng service. Because you took out yung customer na mismo naglo-load eh. So yung labor cost nawala. Kasi siya na yung naglo-load eh. So you're just talking about particularly yung utilities na dapat bayaran ng nagsa-self-service, no? So that became now a point of reference na magkano pa talaga ngayon ng mga services ng self-service cost, no? Bumaba yan. Nung full service, tumataas siya ng 35 to 40 pesos per kilo. Minsan, may 45 pa. Yung nagkaroon ng peak, nagbababaan ng 25, mayroon nagbababa ng 20. Yung mga 20 na yan, yung mga talagang hindi mo na alam kung paano lang kino-compute. Pero yung kung nagkaroon nag-change siya ng self-service, in reality, it went down to 18 pesos
per kilo.
Pero per load kasi ang bayaran.
Yeah.
Pero bumababa siya ng mga 18 pesos per kilo. Now, yung 18 pesos per kilo na yan, that still in one load, somewhere around 200 pesos, 220 or 180. Ito, in 1 week of if you're a employee, you work, you're a guard or a cashier or an ordinary person working, no? 1 week na 180 80 pesos, 150, 100 to 200 pesos. Eh, 1 week of clothes mo yun, kaya mo yun. Kaya ng isang customer yun. So, anong nangyari is that yung nagkaroon ng self-service, dumami ang parokyano. Maraming patrons, maraming pumapasok sa mga shops kasi kaya na nila. So,
Pero sir,
kahit na sino, yung
oo, pero sir,
kinaya,
hindi pa, yeah. Pero hindi ba sir, dahil kaya dumami ang customer dahil curiosity lang, na-curious lang sila na dun sa
well,
machine, ganun ba?
meron point na ganun because yung iba, hindi ko naman alam kung paano ba yan, pero ang daming pumapasok. Yung curiosity, of course, it became a factor. And parang, kasi wala pang pandemya during that time. Para bang saya sa loob ng shop. Ang daming tao. Nandun ka, uupo ka doon in 1 or 2 hours, makikita mo, umiikot na yung damit mo doon sa drum. Eh, wala naman ako pambili ng ganito, pero may washing machine ko, front load machine, commercial, dito ako naglalaba. Mga ganun ba? So, naging yung curiosity na yan became their experience. And that experience actually became an enjoyable one because may kasama ka doon, nagkakwentuhan kayo in 2 oras, may wifi doon, may TV, may electric fan. Hindi ko naman magagawa yan kung ako, gwardiya, service, nasa service ako, kung maglalaba ako, saan ako lalaba? Dito, may kausap pa ako, nagiging amiga mo na yung, kung senior ka, dami mo ng senior citizen na kasama dun sa laundry shop, sabay-sabay pa kayo, oy, sa Sabado tayo alas 10, sabay-sabay tayo mga ganun usapin ba?
Nagkaroon ka ng ano sir, no? Nagkaroon ka ng labada, kabarkada.
So, dumami.
Komunidad na siya.
Pero sir, I have noticed in this, just this morning, I passed by a new shop, no? At nangamusta lang ako, hindi naman ako namukha ng mga so tinanong-tanong ko lang sila, sabi ko wala pang naglalaba eh. Bagong-bago, dami niyang machines, parang 6 na Giant, 2 Titan. So this is a very big shop, no? And wala siyang customer, nakakwentuhan ko. And one of the things I verified was regarding sa self-service versus pick-up delivery or kaya drop-off, no? And they mentioned that talagang mas kakaunti yung self-service na ngayon. No?
Na ngayon, yes.
Pero meron pa rin naman.
May storya rin yan. May storya rin.
Meron pa rin naman, pero parang hindi na katulad dati. Kasi ako personally, when I started in the laundry business, I really got fascinated with the self-service laundry. Kasi I was comparing it sa mga developed countries na talagang walang tao, 'di ba? Makina lang. So parang napakaganda ng ganung business eh, parang bendo, 'di ba? Yung bang collection ka lang sa tuwing gabi. But then I found out na it doesn't work in the Philippines kasi marami pa rin talaga would prefer to drop off their laundry, no? Or kaya pa-pick up deliver, no?
Okay.
So but initially at the start, katulad sinabi mo Ma'am Jane, 'di ba? Parang curious pa yung mga tao. There was a time talaga na punong-puno ng self-service.
Excited sila. Oo, parang gano'n.
Pero at this time, siguro para malaman na rin ng mga kalabada natin who are about to get into the laundry business, medyo nag-aano na yun eh. Medyo somehow dumadami na lang ulit yung mga drop-off and pick-up delivery. Umuunti na yung self-service. Although meron pa rin. And I don't think mawawala. Pero kumukonti lang yung self-service.
Maybe because of what happened during yung pandemic, nung time na yon. Yan po yung naging isa sa napansin ko lang na naging effect ng pandemic sa laundry.
Oo, 'di ba? So well, anyway, Sir Joy, I know you want to say something about that. Pero bago po 'yan, mag-shoutout muna tayo sa mga bago nating kasama. Actually kanina pa sila pero ngayon lang tayo mag-shoutout, no? So there's Jans Apan. Hello, Sir Rohel.
Hello po.
Jans, I remember you.
Hello po.
I remember you. Si Sir Mon says mabuhay, no? And si Jan says na I hope one day I will be given the chance to own a laundry shop. God bless us all. Ay naku ma'am, manood ka lang at matuto ka. Eventually magkakaroon ka rin ng laundry shop mo, no?
Opo.
Sir Raymond, mabuhay ang upla. Well, thank you po for joining
us. Salamat sir. Good morning po.
Let De Castro. Arboleda.
Arboleda.
That sounds familiar. Okay, so
Good morning.
Lemery, Fresh Folds from Lemery, Batangas. Okay. And
Aha.
Christian de Ramos, Victoria. Oh, may question siya. Siguro it's time for us to answer some of these questions. Is there any available set of guidelines that can serve as a model practice act for the laundry industry? Model as in po yung pag-operate ng shop, yung po ba ibig niyo sabihin?
Para baka laundry operation system
Parang
siguro.
manual, di ba?
Oo.
Parang ganon. Well, actually, that's the purpose of the UPLA po, no? So if you keep on watching and following the UPLA, we continuously develop yung mga standards, no? Wala naman po, to answer your question directly, wala naman po kami pang available na manual, no? But our information and knowledge na sinashare po namin, together with all our educational partners, no? Ako po personally as laundrypreneur, si Engineer Romy as Is It Clean, no? At marami pang iba. Lahat po sila ay involved in providing knowledge and info. So sundan-sundan lang po natin ang UPLA at yung mga friends of UPLA po, no? And sabi pa ni Ma'am Letlet, is there a province po here's a province po, full service po on demand rather than self-service, and they want po their laundry to be pick up and delivered also. Mas madami po tamad or time pressure. Totoo po kayo dyan.
Totoo naman po yan.
Totoo naman po. Sige, Sir Joey, you were about to say something about yun sa self-service going down and
Yeah.
full service and pick up pricing.
Yes.
Mga dynamics again, when the introduction ng self-service, during the time when you are into a self-service, so naging acceptable norm. But the self-service kasi, ang kailangan mo, hindi po pwedeng tatlong makina, tatlong stackable. You have to have at least 5 or more, no? Kasi nga, yung dagsa ng tao, kailangan you have an available machine, kasi kung walang available machine may of course dala-dala mo yung items mo, ang bigat-bigat nun, pupunta ka doon tapos maghihintay ka or walang available na space, walang available na makina, so may mga umaabot ng problema na to the point, no? Kasi nga yung iba 3 lang ang sineset up, yung iba 10, doon talaga pinupunta.
Yes.
Kaya nga masaya kung meron kang 10 sets, kaya dami-daming tao, kaya nag-enjoy sila eh.
Actually, tama kayo, sir. Tama kayo on that.
Yeah.
Kasi yung iba, parang kaya rin sila hindi pumupunta sa mga shops na maliliit kasi ayaw nila maghintay ng matagal. Pero kung marami kang machine, they will stay. Talagang gagawin nila yung self-service. Yun yung isa na pansin ko.
It's a positioning thing, no? So
Yeah,
pag meron kang ganung setup, ikaw binupuntahan.
Tama
But you're correct also, Ma'am Jane, no? When pandemic came in, it became now an issue. Kasi nga kailangan mo ng 1 meter away, na dapat hindi ka pwedeng magkatabi, hindi pwede kayo may pinagbabawal na gano'n. So mahirap rin na yung mga dala-dala mo yung mga damit mo, hindi mo pagpunta mo doon, yung naglo-load biglang inasapahan ka na ngayon, baka madali ako ng kung ano man ang uusapin during the time of pandemic. But some owners also of the shop, no, they started also trying to limit yung dami ng pumupunta sa shop. So that became now a change of dynamics again. Yung some, teka muna po, pwede ba ako mag-iwan na lang ng damit dito? Ayoko na ako magstay. But I understand. Maganda yung front load machine. Alam ko na kung paano ginagamit yan. Alam ko paano niload yan. Alam ko na yung mga chemicals niyan. Alam ko na yung quality ng paglalaban yan. Alam ko na yung dryer. Kabisado ko na lahat yan. Pero ayoko magstay ng 2 oras. Pwede ko ba i-drop na lang yan? So, yan, alam ko mga Pilipino, sabi mo pa rin 2 oras. 2 oras pa rin yan. So, to the point na some na nagsiset up ng shop, hindi naman convenient, na wala na yung wifi, wala na
Yeah.
yung electric fan, wala na rin TV,
Wala ng aircon.
wala na. So mga ganun. So the market the dynamics nag-change because of ayaw na rin mag-invest ng 10. Ba't ako mag-invest ng 10? Hindi naman nagagamit, na-utilize ng puno ng time ng yung 10, no? Whereas kung magsa-set up ako na 3 or 5 or mas gamit na gamit ko yung makina. So mas kung titingnan mo sa
Ma-maximize,
cost, the income na maximize, so mas magandang return.
Meant lower.
So plus of course ayaw na magstay ng mga customers, drop off na lang. May fee naman 'yun. So may folding fee. So
May
it
additional
became
impact.
now nagkaroon na naman ng pagbabago. Kaya nga nung dating mga 5 to 10, 5, 8, 10 machines, no? Ngayon nagiging 5, marami ng 5. Yung iba dyan, 3 na lang. So
May
ayun yung
dalawa.
nagiging norm, no? And ang kagandahan, if you for the sake of discussion, if you have 9 and you now split it up to 3 shops, then you have more areas na mapupuntahan.
Yeah, to
And
cover.
alam mo naman ang laundry, at the basic of laundry is you always carry your load. Dala-dala mo yan papunta sa laundry shop, mabigat pa rin yan. Di ba? Magta-tricycle pa rin ako kung malayo. Kung ilalakad ko na lang, then that's the convenience of just bringing it there. Or so maraming kaya marami pa rin naglo-laundry ngayon because the more you put it closer to the community, no? The easier for yung mga customers to bring to the items to your shop kasi may pinaplastic nila yan, mabigat, dadalhin mo doon at kung mapapalapit mo yan, wala na akong traffic, nagta-tricycle na lang ako o ilalakad ko na lang, or we call it, if it's just an elevator away kung mga condominium, then it's going to be a lucrative business pa rin. So that's where it is right now. So yung sinasabi natin na self-service industry na nawawala na rin. Simply probably that mga Filipinos may katamaran rin. Alam mo yung Spanish time, tinuruan tayo ng mga Kastila na dapat may tagaluto ka, may taga-labas sa'yo, or kaya nga pati yung car wash, ayaw mo na dati.
Ayaw mo na maglinis.
Ayaw mo na maglinis.
Gusto mo maglinis, ikaw mismo. Ngayon, car wash ka na rin. So, all the services are there. So, it became now still a service-oriented business. No? Kaya marami pa rin.
Sir, may question ako.
But again, sa sobrang dami, we still have to talk about the challenges. No?
Yes.
Ma'am Jane,
May question ako, sir.
Sige,
may question ako. Kasi di ba, nung una, takot ang tao, before pandemic ito, sir, takot ang tao mag-invest kasi nga, nakita nila yung machine masyadong mahal. So, konti ang nagsiset up. Dumating yung time ng pandemic, nalaman natin na isa sa pinakamahalaga ay ang laundry kasi napasok siya sa kategoryang essential. So mula nung time na yon, dumami po yung mga laundry shops na nag-put up kasi sabi nila napakaganda, lucrative business dahil kailangan ng tao at ang mga tao ngayon, sabi nga natin, they want convenience. So maraming nagpapalaba, nakita lang sa kabilang laundry shop na umaapaw yung customer, nagpagawa ka na rin ng sarili mong laundry. So naggayahan na. So naging mushroom, which hindi rin namin in-expect yan from 2016 na nag-start kami. Hindi namin inasahan na magiging mushroom yung laundry. Now ngayon, sir, dumating itong krisis. Yan. Tumataas yung mga bilihin na hindi natin alam kailan bababa ang presyo ng langis at kailan bababa ang dolyar. So malaking impact ito sa mga negosyante, which ito po yung kinakatakutan na naman ng lahat na parang ayoko munang magnegosyo, teka muna saglit kasi ang laki-laki na naman ng gagastusin nito, lalaki, mamahal na naman ang mga materyales. Kung magtatayo ako ng negosyong laundry, di ang mahal na naman ng mga machines. Feasible pa bang magnegosyo ngayon? sa panahon ng krisis na to? Yan yung isang tanong, sir.
Well, if I am going to answer it, to para lang magkaroon ng magandang konteksto, no? Uh, uh, what are necessities in life? One is,
Yeah.
of course, may tinutulugan ka, may bahay, may pagkain, dapat. And of course, necessity in life, dapat may entertainment ka pa rin, na-relax ka, may pinupuntahan ka, and meron kang yung damit na nilalaban is still a necessity. Now, in times of so many, I've been to so many issues in the industry, in worldwide then, no? Nagkaroon ng Asian crisis, nag-Gulf War, lahat yan napagdaan. Ito ngayon, may problema na naman tayo sa Middle East, no? Andyan yung mga tumataas ang exchange rate, taas ang gasolina, totoo yan, nangyayari yan. But if you're going to look at all the necessities in life, no, and if you are going to manage your necessities, fortunately, laundry is a necessity na inflation proof. Anong ibig sabihin?
Yes.
Tumaas ang cost, utilities tumataas, magbabayad ka na mas mataas sa laundry, pero ang food tumataas rin.
Yeah.
Bayad ka ng food, tumataas ang cost. You go into an entertainment, mag-travel ako, mataas rin ang cost, or pupunta ka sa isang lugar, mataas na rin ang cost. So between ang gusto mong protektahan is, one is at least may place ka na tinitiran. Importante yun. Yung other items, tinitipid mo. Yeah, food. Kunyari, dati, nagja-Jollibee ako, nagmamakdo ako, o nasa Starbucks ako. Yan, kinokontrol nila yun. Pero kung palagi ako nagpapalaundry, obligado ako magpa-laundry. Babawasan ko yung ibang cost ko, pero ang laundry, because it is a necessity, Filipinos are inherent na palaging gustong fresh ang damit, malinis. Ganyan ang Pilipino. So we are in a good industry, no? Na marami pa rin, in spite na tumaas ang LPG, in spite of tumaas ang pagpunta mo dun sa shop, obligado pa rin ang customer na magpa-laundry, pero tinitipid nila yung ibang necessities nila in life. Entertainment, yung food, pero ang laundry is talagang nandyan pa rin. Talagang nandyan pa rin. So we call it inflation proof, no? So kaya until now, we're trying to look at how numbers are in terms of nung gusto magpatayo ng laundry. There's still a lot if you're going to look at it. Marami pa rin gustong magtayo ng laundry. More than the issues, no? Because they know many who are really into this and understands yung sinasabi kong inflation proof, and nakakaintindi na kung ako magnenegosyo, alam ko yan, laundry hindi lang tatanggalin yan, food pabawasan nila, entertainment pabawasan nila, pero laundry they will sustain it kasi hindi pa pwedeng wala. So kaya yung mga marunong at alam, they will still continue doing setting up laundry business. But again, may mga tinatamaan sa senaryo na ganito, no? Dumadami ang laundry shops. At habang dumadami na yan, may nakita kong comment kanina, no, may parang price war, or sa sobrang dami, presyo talaga ang pinag-uusapan ngayon. These are things that kaya nga when I started saying okay pa ba ang laundry, I started saying yes, but not the old ways. How old is old? Not the same as 40 years ago, not the same as 30 years ago, not the same as 10 years ago, not even the same as 1 year ago. You must be able to set it up as how it is today.
Yes.
So
Ah.
we have to understand what is it today.
Right.
Para at
Mhm.
least if you're going to focus on investing, teka muna, wag mo isipin kung ano yung ginagawa ng kapitbahay mo ng laundry doon. More than that, you have to think about what do you need to do today to be different, to protect your pricing, to create loyal customers,
Mhm.
to even in spite of mataas ang utilities, what can I do to save on cost? How do I create more services na convenience, quality, and speed na gustong-gusto marinig ng mga customers? And ano pa
Mhm.
bang opportunities outside sa paglalaban ng damit ng isang tao? Ang daming dapat mapag-usapan about specialization, what is B2B customers, ang dami niyan. So, ito yung more than what is it then na old ways. Kailangan meron naman tayong creativity of approach strategically.
Yes.
Para
Oo.
naman to be able to, in spite of so many laundry shops ngayon, I will tell you, 95% of the shops are still are all the same.
Yes.
95% of the
Totally
shops are all
agree,
the same.
sir. Agree ako dyan.
Siguro with that,
Kailangan oo.
let's recognize some of our viewers ulit, no, na may mga comments ulit. Ito, sir, yung kaninang nakita mo siguro, yung about price war. Sir Romel Perez, hello po, no? Sa ngayon po, malaking hamon sa aming mga price war, lalo sa mga new shop owners. Tama po yan. And I do agree with Sir Joey na talagang we have to somehow think out of the box po siguro, no?
Correct.
Hindi
Correct.
lang talaga laba-laba ang laundry.
Oo.
Lagi po namin pinag-uusapan ni Ma'am Jane yan na marami pong pumapasok sa laundry business ngayon. Ang akala nila, ang laundry ay laba-laba lang.
Laba-laba lang.
Ganun pa yung description no? Laba-laba lang yan. Yan, no? And
Oo.
I think
Oo.
that's something we have to emphasize, no? Kaya po
Oo.
nagkakaproblema yung mga new shop owners, lalo na sa pagpapalaki ng business nila, is because yung attitude and mindset in entering the
Correct.
business, medyo may kakulangan, no? Hindi naman po natin
Mm.
sinasabing mali, it's just na may kailangan karagdagan pa pong kaalaman,
Improve.
no, na
Yes.
dapat
Actually, if I may add, sir, it's very important when you put up a business, first you have to learn. Learn the business na papasukin mo. Kaya importante yung knowledge nung negosyo. Kaya tama si Sir Joey kanina. Ang daming nagpuput up ng negosyo kasi lang naiinggit sa kapitbahay dahil maraming nagpapalaba. Pero dapat first things first, kailangan muna umattend ka muna ng seminar, anything na magki-create ng knowledge mo on laundry para pagpasok mo sa negosyo, alam mo na ang gagawin mo, and you have to be very innovative sa lahat ng ginagawa mo sa negosyo para mas ma-upgrade mo yung services mo, ma-upscale, di ba? Upskilling and upscaling yung pinag-usapan natin ni Sir Ruel before. Yan.
Correct. And
I would add, no?
sige po.
Sige.
Ano lang po, sir?
Alam mo,
I'll just continue shouting
sige.
out lang po saglit kasi medyo
Yes,
madami
yes.
na sila. So,
Importante yan.
after
Yes.
Sir Romel, we have Sir Christian Victoria. Nag-a-agree nga siya na nahihirapan nga daw po yung mga first-time owners ngayon. And we also have Miss Charlita Olila from Soap Opera Laundry Shop. Uy, maganda maglaba doon, may opera.
Soap opera.
Okay,
Hello
Soap
po.
Opera. Ganda, na? So, good morning din po from Marie Cris Labio. And I hope tama po ang pronunciation ko, Hevziba Heart. With the rising cost of LPG and electricity, how should we calculate the pricing or adjust? Ay, ang galing. Actually,
Okay.
ito po mga topic regarding competition, price war, even po yung LPG na mainit na topic po nowadays pa rin, ano. Na-discuss po ito in previous usapang labada. And just to quickly summarize, pagdating po sa competitiveness, dahil marami kang competitor, nagkakaroon ng price war, isa po sa mga naging major discussion po dyan, number one, tama yung sinabi ni Sir Joey kanina, look at your cost. No? Tignan nyo po, baka may makakatipid pa tayo sa mga ibang expenses na ginagamit natin sa shop na hindi naman necessary. So kailangan nyo medyo ma-check po natin yon. Particularly, let's say, sa installations po ng mga machine. Minsan kasi, pag mali ang installation, for example, sa dryer, it takes us more minutes, no? More usage of the dryer than necessary, which adds to our cost, di ba po? So that's an example of checking on your cost at marami pang iba. And then pagdating naman po sa sales and marketing, yun nga, kailangan din po natin mag-improve sa sales and marketing po natin so that we can also improve our profitability, no? So kung nalilesen yung cost, na-improve ang sales, na kung ang laki pong combination na 1-2 punch to para po malabanan ang mga price increasing, no? And then of course, yung pagdating po sa mga competition, isa po sa mga major discussions namin dito is to really know your customer. Yan po lagi namin sinasabi. Know your customer because iba-ibang tao, iba-ibang klase ng serbisyong hanap. Tama po ba, Ma'am Jane?
Correct.
Ang tao,
Yes, tama po yan.
serbisyong hanap. And therefore, yung laundry shop daw po natin, dapat itatama natin or itutugma natin doon sa customer na target natin. Kasi po yung target customer mo, willing to pay po yan the right price, no? Para ma-deliver mo sa kanya yung hinahanap niyang serbisyo. So it's not about just doing the business for everyone, okay? So kinakailangan po kilalanin mong customer mo. Meron tayong class A, B, C, D, E customer. Kilalanin nyo and deliver that kind of service na hinahanap nila at the price that they are willing to pay. Yan po yung aming naging discussions in the past. So, sinasummarize ko lang, Ma'am Jane, yung mga before.
Oo,
Kasi
madagdag ko lang, sir.
Sige po, go ahead.
Konti. Madagdag ko lang doon sa sinasabi niyo, sir, sa pricing at saka know your customer. Kasi yung iba po kasi, pag nagtayo ng laundry, ang tinitingnan nila kagad kumita. Tapos may nagtatayo na naman ng isang laundry, tatapatan niya yung presyo. So magpapaangatan sila ngayon. Ang nangyayari, hindi nila nakikita. Tama yung sinabi niyo, sir. Hindi nila nakikita anong klaseng kliyente ba meron sila dun sa area nila. Baka mamaya itong mga clients na to, kuripot pala ito. Gusto pala nila mababa yung presyo na maganda serbisyo. Bakit di natin subukan na ibaba yung presyo natin? Kasi baka yun yung hanap nila. Hindi kasi sila nagkaintindihan or lahat ng nagtayo ng laundry doon, ang inisip lang, magkaroon ng profit. Hindi nila tinitingnan kung ano yung need ng community.
Tsaka kasi pwede rin na hindi lang laundry talaga ang services mo, no? Yung sinasabi natin more than wash, dry, and fold. So, you offer other services na related sa cleaning, related sa laundry, like the cleaning of shoes, bags, jackets, etc. Yan po ay additional income na kung talagang tutuusin nyo, ang costing can be less than the typical wash, dry, fold service, no? So in other words, pwedeng mas malaki ang kita natin sa mga serbisyo na yun. So
other services,
di ba? Parang i-mix mo, meron kang foundation ng wash, dry, fold, tapos dadagdagan mo naman ng mas malaking margin na services like cleaning of special items like shoes, bags, jackets, etc. Ay overall malaki pa rin yung magiging profit mo sa business.
Correct.
Diba?
So
I'd
like to input something there, no?
Sige pa.
To simplify it, to make it very simple ang approach, no? One is yung lahat ng sinasabi about services. Some of our investors na nandun na sa laundry business. Sa nangyayari ngayon, marami kasing ang automatic na ang reaction is that instead of trying to look at things now, how to improve, survival mode ang maging ng mga negosyante. Survival mode. Pag nandun ka kasi sa survival mode, ang unang iisipin mo, teka muna, ang taas ng kuryente, ang taas ng gasolina, LPG, mataas ang cost ng lahat ngayon, pati yung hindi na sa laundry, na pinag-uusapan, nakasama na rin sa feeling mo, which is of course very normal because everybody is affected. While you will be exposed into these challenges, I would suggest that you go to the next level kasi we have to go have that kind of feeling para if you can use that kind of we call it mga trigger points. Mataas ang kuryente, mataas ang LPG, mataas lahat ng bilihin. Diba? Always remember, it's not only you who is affected, pati yung ibang laundry shop. Ganun rin yan. Diba? Pare-parehas lang actually lahat tayo affected. So, ibig sabihin yan, yung, on the price point of view, don't think about na hindi ko pwede adjust. You have to adjust it because everybody has to adjust. Anyway,
Yes.
pare-parehas lang yan. So, second is get the good feel and use all these trigger points to elevate your way of thinking. Ito yung sinasabi natin ng system and strategic thinking sa laundry. Laundry in particular. Lahat ng sinabi ni Sir Ruel is yun, importante. You have to switch your way of approach and think about lahat ng sinabi ni Sir Ruel. And paano yun? Ito, I will just simplify it. All of the laundry shop has customers who goes into your door, may dala-dalang plastic, nagpapalabas sa'yo. Okay. Just look at all these customers na pumapasok sa'yo. Bakit ba pumapasok sa'yo? Because probably loyal customer na sa'yo yan, alam na, kilala ka na, kilala na yung shop mo, lagi na lang pupunta doon, malapit ka siguro, and you're giving the right service, kaya palagi bumabalik. And suki na nga eh. But always remember, damit lang yan nila dinadala sa'yo. And yet, if you're going to be creative, ganyan nga sinasabi ko, system and strategic thinking sa laundry, dumarating yan, pumapasok na nga sa akin yan eh. Customer ko na yan. Tingnan mo yung tao na yun. Teka muna, may sapatos to ah. Hindi naman sorry ha. Hindi naman nakayapak, pumapasok sa iyo yan. Kung titingnan mo yung tao na yan, may sapatos. Tiyakan yan, yung damit na dala-dala niya, baka hindi lang sa kanya yun. Ibig sabihin yan, baka yung asawa niya o anak niya o kasama niya sa bahay, dala-dala niya rin yung damit na yun. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang siya may sapatos, pati yung kasama niya sa bahay, may sapatos. Yung kapitbahay, yung tao na yan, may kapitbahay yan. So ano ibig sabihin? Nakikipag-usap kay kumari yan sa kapitbahay, araw-araw, may kasama yan, may kausap yan. So ibig sabihin, this particular person na pumapasok sa shop, if you're going to just look at the strategic laundry point of view, teka muna, maliban doon sa damit na dala-dala niya na siya na palaging dumadaan dito, he is probably a good person na makausap na if you can offer, sinasabi ni Sir Ruel, tiyak may sapatos yan. They offer shoe cleaning. Okay. You can do it manually.
Yeah.
Though we have also technology. Do it manually. Bakit? Servisyo yun eh. Pag in-offer mo yun, kumuha ka ng batya, linisin mo, may sabon ka naman, sabunin mo, rinse mo lang ng gusto, may pamamaraan yan kung paano, kailangan mo lang ng brush, hanggang malinis mo siya ng gusto, tapos yan, isasampay mo, tapos yan, ibalik mo sa kanya na malinis. Na wag na siya wag na siya maglinis. Bakit? Ayaw niya na nga do your own laundry, break the home wash habit. Kaya nga sa'yo nagpapalaundry na eh. So, ibig sabihin niya, gusto niya yung serbisyo. Bigyan mo ng serbisyo na maglinis ng sapatos. However you are going to do it, just give it. Kasi that is already a good client. Kasi pumupunta na sa'yo eh. Kung pumupunta sa'yo, ibig sabihin yan, basta nagustuhan niya, nakikipag-usap sa kapitbahay yan. Sa kamag-anak yan. Sa lahat ng nandun, nakakasama niya araw-araw. So, meron ka ng way to promote automatically. Doon ka muna magsimula. But if you're going to look at it strategically, that same person can now be a good marketing arm Siya na mismo magsasalita doon sa kapitbahay. So, dapat bigyan mo lang ng serbisyo kasi paano naman, bumabalik sa'yo, minsan babalik sa'yo, sapatos na dadalhin. Di ba? Minsan dadalhin sa'yo, 3 sapatos. Kasi sa asawa ko, dala ko na rin. Kasi ganda ng linis mo eh. Di ba? Now, it grows and it grows, no? It goes and it grows. So, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, kailangan lang natin i-push yung konsepto ng isang tao na pumapasok sa'yo, look at strategically ano pang pwede mong ibigay ng serbisyo. Now, shoes would be good. May mga bags yan na pwede mo release. So, sinasabi ni Sir Ruel, may bag nga yan eh. So, ibig sabihin, process mo yung bag niya kung paano linisin yan. Meron niyang, eto pala, nagiging may executive pala yan or may pinupuntahang party pala yan. Same customer na may daladalang damit sa'yo, may pinupuntahang party, kailangan pala laban yung kanyang suit or gown or whatever yun. So, offer mo. Yeah. Now, kung kunyari gusto mong professional, tanggapin mo pa rin. Bakit? Customer ko na yan eh. Tapos, gumawa kayo ng paraan na makipag-usap kung saan nyo po pwedeng dalhin. Kasi may mga shops na nag-o-offer talaga ng professional delicate garment cleaning. Pwede kayo mangumisyon doon. Additional income yun. Ang importante,
marketing, sir.
Importante na kukuha mo pa rin same customer. Siya kasi, ang dami mo pa pwedeng gawin doon sa customer na yun eh. So, kunin mo ng kunin. Kailang diskarte, strategic. Kung wala kang, kung ayaw mo mag-dry clean, may nagpo-process ng dry cleaning, dalhin mo doon. Importante lang, professional, quality. Kung may wet cleaning, go there. Magpa-wet cleaning ka doon. Diba? So, get and get and get. Kasi nga, itong customer na no, magiging marketing arm yan later on, magkikwento yan, siya mismo magsasabi, magugulat kayo na dumadami ang customer mo. Magugulat rin kayo. Yung customer nung pumupunta sa kabilang shop. Kasi may dala akong sapatos, may dala akong damit. Yung damit, doon ako nagpapala sa kalaban. Kailan, dala ko yung sapatos eh. Sa sapatos, alam ko, ikaw nagpo-process eh. Ihiwalay niya pa ba yun? Siyempre, dadali niya lang doon sa isa shop na kaya na mag-process ng 2 o 3 o maraming items. Kasi you are now a one-stop shop. So, offer that because ito yung sinasabi ko, don't think about, not too much about survival, but be strategic sa laundry. Kasi at this time, sobrang dami na nga nagpapalaban ng mga laundry shop kaliwat kanan. Again, 95% is wash, dry, and fold lang ang binibigay. 95% of the shops. This is the right time for you to consider, be strategic, and change some dynamics because we are going there anyway. Unahan na yan. Kung sinong mahuli, ibig sabihin, nauubusan kayo ng loyal customers. Kasi kung ino-offer na dun sa kabila yan, lumilipat na yan. Kasi hindi yan pupunta sa'yo, magpapalaba lang, tapos yung sapatos o whatever dun sa kabila. Kung sino mag-o-offer ng complete services, dun sila. And it is already going into that direction. Again, I've seen so many changes sa industriya. Whoever offers much more benefits, advantage, convenience, more services, we are going there. Try to consider, understand it now, because the moment you are in this stage, as good as you are today, these are your future that you are creating. And marami kang napoprocess, kunyari, magpo-process ka muna ng shoe, kahit na manual lang muna. Be expert on this. Kasi pag tagal-tagal yan, expertise, yung kalaban mo doon, nag-offer na rin yan. Remember, technology is always important in this service industry. Laundry yan, may technology pa rin yan. So, parang yung washing machine. Ba't ka hindi ka nag-top load? Because you want a front load. Because technology saves you money, saves you in utilities, saves you in quality, with better quality, and mas efficient and mas effective. Same thing later on sa shoe cleaning. You can do it manually now, earn from it, but there is also a technology that you can use for proper cleaning, more effective, more efficient, the right detergent, the right way of processing, merong disinfection, ang dami yan. But as of now, be strategic. Get customers, expand your service, because the more you do this, the more customers that you can bring in. The more services you can bring in from one customer. Kasi yung existing customer na yan, hindi lang damit ang pwede mong kunin sa kanya. Ang dami mong pwedeng kunin sa isang particular customer nyo. So just imagine, if you have now, let's just say, you have 200 loyal customers, then you can triple from that loyal 200 customers the services na to. You can triple it. Kasi sapatos pala, mas marami sapatos sa mga customer than damit eh. Mas madumi ang sapatos than damit. So ibig sabihin, you can actually earn a lot. So you can triple your income ngayon because you can be very strategic in your approach. Then that changed the ecosystem ulit ng laundry. Okay? So, but that's just one, yung customer lang yun. Ang dami pang pwedeng strategically na pwedeng gawin. Yung sinasabi natin, survival, mataas ang LPG. Yeah, that's correct. Pinag-uusapan nga, how do you survive it? Be very conscious about cost. Wag ho kayo matatakot sa pag-increase ng price. Pag hindi ho kayo nag-increase ng price ngayon, baka yung customer po mag-isip sa inyo, teka muna, kung hindi nyo in-increase ang price nyo, baka nagka-cut lang kayo ng processing. Kung paano nyo tinitipid kami. Baka mag-isip pa sila. Mag-increase ho kayo, maintindihan ho nila lahat yan. Everybody's affected and para ba yung kung may kotse ka, hindi ka naman nagre-reklamo na magpagas kasi nga, alam naman natin lahat, kailangan natin ng magpagas. Magre-reklamo tayo mataas. Pero kailangan pa rin natin intindihin. Bayad pa rin tayo.
Magpagas ka pa rin.
Papagas pa rin tayo. Wala tayong magawa talaga kasi naintindihan natin. So, para rin yung sa Lazada. Dati nagre-reklamo tayo, delivery cost. Ngayon, sa Lazada, yung delivery cost na yan, services yan, automatic. Naintindihan natin na dapat tayo magbayad. Add-on talaga services na yan. So,
nasanay na tayo dyan.
Be very strategic at this time. Again, if you're going to look at your business, don't look at the old ways. Look at what you can do now. Kasi that's where we're going. Those people who looks what we can do better strategically now will have a better future sa laundry industry.
Ganda. No?
Thank you, sir.
Maraming salamat, Sir Joey.
So, naliwanagan tayo, sir.
Yeah. Ang dami kong natutunan doon. Being strategic talaga ang kailangan natin. Having enough knowledge before getting into the business.
Yes.
No? Knowing where the business have been in the past and where it is going in terms of additional services, no? Mga innovation, technology, yan very, very important po sa atin. Ma'am, mag-ano na tayo, last shoutout na po tayo. It's already 12 noon. We're about to close our podcast, no? Maganda man ang kwentuhan, syempre, mas masarap din na mananghalian.
Correct.
So, mananghalian na tayo. So, bago po ang lahat.
Yes, sir. May isa dito, sir. Hindi natin na-touch kay Marie Christine.
Yes.
Na ano niyo po ba? Nabasa niyo?
Go ahead.
In the long run po, mas okay po ba mag-invest sa e-bike for pickup and delivery? Maybe cost efficient, especially for startup laundry, not yet in operation.
Electric bikes, e-bike for
e-bike for pickup and delivery.
It's a very good alternative po yan. No? Marami po mga shops ang kino-consider yung ganyang klase ng pickup delivery vehicle. Lalo na ngayon, marami ng options. Marami pong options ngayon.
Marami po.
No? So yes, to answer your question, we recommend for you to take a look at that because that is an option you can consider pagdating sa delivery. No? Shout out.
Pwede yung mag-charge, ha? Pwede mag-charge ng delivery service.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
pa.
Additional pa rin yan.
Delivery naman po talaga, reminder lang po. Hindi po talaga free yan. In fact, we highly recommend instead of putting free pickup delivery, lagay nyo na lang we offer free pickup delivery service Kasi po, hindi naman talaga siya libre. Iba naman po talaga ang presyo ng pick up and delivery sa drop-off.
Correct.
So, shout out lang po kay Miss Marie Chris from Nanay's Laundry. Magandang araw po. Thanks for joining us. Yun nga kanina, nabasa na natin to, cost of LPG and electricity from Miss FC ba, no? And Sir Romel, hopefully magkaroon din kayo ng kapihan sa Batangas. Yes po. Ma'am
Opo.
Jane, si Ma'am Jane po ang namamahala sa ating kapihan. Request daw po sa Batangas. Pwede.
Sure po.
No?
Isusulat na po natin yan.
Sunod-sunod natin yan. Pero sa ngayon po kasi, we are in Cavite, which is in South area. Sa susunod po kasi, babalik na naman kami ng Metro Manila area.
Metro Manila.
And then we will go to North naman po. So probably po yan, that would be mga 3 to 4 months from now, pwedeng Batangas naman. Di ba po?
Yes.
Pwede ba ako
Pero
sumali
if you
dyan?
enjoy,
Opo, sir.
Yes,
Nako, invited po kayo palagi. Our doors are
Maski
always open.
ang mga brain nyo, sir, and experience.
Tama nga naman ang sabi ni Sir, kaysa mag-cost cutting, ma-maintain ng clients, mag-increase na lang ng price. Kasi good quality service naman ang ino-offer.
Correct.
Tama po yun.
Correct.
Be
Tama po.
strategic. We think the answer there is be strategic, no? At wag lang po tayong survival mode. We have to rise up
Correct.
the level.
Think big.
Yes,
let's
think
think
big, think bigger pa nga no? Hindi lang
that's
think bigger. Save 5 sa Felix Avenue, Cainta Laundry. Suki din po natin to. Thank you po for joining. We recently increased our prices, especially the dry services, but so far it was received well. O see, proof po yan na ang increase ng price is not something to be afraid of, no? Basta po ayusin natin ang services natin, be innovative, add more services para po mas lalo pang ma-appreciate ng mga customers ang shop natin. Wash
Okay.
Map, nagpapasalamat na po si Wash Map. Thank you din po. Miss Neri, thank you din po. Teresa Martinez from Tere Tabi Laundry Services all the way from Tarlac City. Ayan, mamaya mag-ready si Ma'am Teresa, Tarlac naman, Ma'am Jane.
Nagpaparinig na si Ma'am.
Nagpaparinig.
Sige, Ma'am.
Ayan niyo po, Tarlac City. We'll see you soon, di ba?
Yes.
So with that, last few words, Sir Joey, to our audience today.
Yeah, well, una-una po, of course, we thank you, UPLA, Sir Ruel, Sir Leo.
Thank you, sir.
Sir Jane, Ma'am Jane.
Ma'am Jane.
Well, these are times that a group like UPLA will always have an important role sa industriya. No? What you're doing is a good service to everyone. Kailangan natin to because we have to have a good voice and a good industry. And if elevated lahat ang understanding and you're bringing this discussion to everyone, then the market will follow into what your direction is, kung anong direction ang dinadala ng UPLA itong industriya na to. So there's so much more to talk about. And ang importante, we have this venue, this medium of kwentuhan,
Usapang Labada.
Usapang Labada. Hindi ho ganun lang kasimple ang labada, but napakaganda hong pag-usapan talaga yan. Maraming maitutulong ang bawat isa. Even your problems, pag napag-usapan kung paano dapat gawin, nakakatulong.
Yes.
So kung yung mga suggestions na ibinibigay ng bawat isa, it will always help encourage the others to pursue how to be better, to be strategic in the laundry, kung hindi yung daily life natin dito. So marami pa po tayong pwedeng mapag-usapan. And I hope I can again be invited by these two gentlemen in the next podcast, no?
Yeah, sure, sir.
magandang pag-usapan. Marami pa.
Marami pa po.
Opo,
Napakadami.
at, nagpapasalamat po kami ulit sa inyo, Sir Joey. We know
Yes,
you're
sir.
very
Maraming
busy.
salamat.
Kahit Sabado, alam namin marami ka pa rin inaasikaso at ginagawa. But you have given us the privilege to have you on the podcast. So maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Sir
Palakpakan para kay Sir Joey.
Joey.
Okay?
Sabi sa'yo, next time
Thank
siya,
you.
meron na tayong background na ganito
Dapat, no? So, malapit na.
Oo.
Kakaroon tayo ng mga ganyan.
Ah.
Anyway, para po sa inyong lahat, invitation lang po on April 29. Anong meron, Ma'am Jane? So,
Meron po tayong kapihan sa Cavite. This is located at Kubli Cafe Bistro at General Trias po.
Yes
Yan.
po. Please
So
come
we will
join
start
us.
at 2 o'clock p.m. po, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Ayan. So, openly, publicly, we're already inviting you, Sir Joey, if you're open and available, Wednesday,
Yes.
April 29.
Wednesday.
Cavite.
Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Wednesday.
Kung hapon yan, pwede ako.
Hapon na hapon,
Yes.
sir, para sa'yo.
Hapon ba? Oh,
This is 2 to 5.
Sige.
2 to 5.
Ah,
2 to 5.
I will be there. I will be there.
Alright.
Yes.
Sa
Ayan
inyo po,
na, sir.
mga
Sir, recorded to, sir,
di
I
ba?
will be there.
Alright. So,
sige, thank you.
iniimbitahan po namin kayong lahat na nakikinig ngayon dito sa podcast. Please share this with your friends. April 29, Kapihan sa Cavite po. No?
Cavite.
Yes. And also, ini-invite namin kayo to join the UPLA because if you are an UPLA member, marami po kami mga free information and knowledge mabibigay sa inyo. Free, wala pong bayad. No? However, yung mga iba po mga programa namin, of course, exclusive for our members, libre din. Basta member ka. Like yung webinar natin kahapon sa DOLE.
Kahapon.
O yun, libre
Yes.
po yun if you're a member. Pero
Yes,
kung hindi kayo member,
informative po yan.
magkano ba siningil natin doon, ma'am? Parang 300 pesos per
300
no?
pesos.
So sayang din yun. If you're a member, libre. If you're a not member, you're still welcome but you pay 300 pesos. So please come and join us, become a member of UPLA. Punta lang po kayo sa Facebook page namin on details how to join the UPLA. Murang-mura lang po. Actually, nag-price increase din po ang membership namin from 1,500 naging 2,000 na po ngayon.
May
no?
gas din po kasi yan eh.
Di ba? May gas din. Na.
May gas
So,
din.
ano lang naman po yon, 1,000 for the registration fee, one time lang yon, and 1,000 for the
Yes.
membership fee for 1 year. So,
1 year. So,
1,000 na lang po yung i-ano nyo, pang renewal. So, after 1 year. Okay?
yes.
Pero lahat po ng benefits nyo, free webinars, free mga ganito, itong podcast po, mga libre po. And some other seminars and talks na pwede po nating i-feature. Basta member, libre, nakakapasok po. No? And then yung ating po mga non-members, pwede pa rin, but you pay a fee po. No? So again, we encourage you to join and be with us. And every month, kapihan sa UPLA at meron butin tayo mga seminars na nakaschedule. Alright, so tignan nyo lang po sa page namin. We have seminars upcoming for May. Ma'am Jane, you mentioned, di ba? Sa May na yung laundry.
Yes, sabihin na natin yung laundry operations.
Laundry operations and
training.
procedures, no? So,
Yes.
paano mag-wash, dry, fold? Marami po nagtatanong yan. We'll show you how with actual demonstrations kasi live po yun. So, you can join that. Nakaschedule po yan this coming May. So, just watch out for our announcements. Okay? So, again, with that, maraming salamat. Ma'am Jane, any last words?
Wala na ako last words. Nasabi na lahat ni Sir Joey eh. Ang sa akin ay magpapasalamat ako kay Sir Joey for taking time po na ma-share ninyo yung inyong pong mga knowledge and experiences. At syempre yung mga tips, napakadaming baon na naman ngayong araw na to na ma-share natin sa ating mga kalabada. Ayan. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
All right.
Sa akin lang,
Sige po, go ahead.
be relevant so you can be profitable.
Yun.
Yan. Tandaan natin yun, sir. Be relevant.
Be relevant so you can be
profitable.
profitable. Panote natin kay Ash. Siguro pwede natin yan. Cover page natin yan sa post natin about our podcast today. Alright? So,
Yes.
congrats again sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po. Sir Joey, thank you. Ma'am Jane, thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
And
Thank you, sir.
thank you to all of you watching. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Yeah, si Ma'am.
By
Ma'am
the
Ting,
way,
thank
ang
you.
susunod na podcast is the Saturday after this next Saturday. So sana na po sa May
Second
2.
Saturday.
May
May
2 na. May 2 na po tayo ulit magkikita-kita. We'll have new topics and new guests, no? Pero kung available si Sir Joey, why not? Come and join us.
Yeah.
Diba? So, yan po ay sa May 2 Saturday. So, magkita po tayo ulit 10 to 12 every other Saturdays dito po sa Upla
Usapang Labada.
So, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Happy
Okay.
weekend to
Bye.
Happy
everyone.
weekend. Salamat po.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye-bye
you, sir.
po. Thank you.
Bye-bye
Bye,
po.
bye. Thank you.